Well, in the meantime, what we're going to do is I want to welcome you all to Rocky Railway VBS. Isn't this exciting? I want to go there for my vacation, I think. That is absolutely gorgeous. And that, boys and girls, is exactly what the Rocky Mountains look like, pretty much all the way up. It's beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to go on a nice train trip this week. We're going to meet some new buddies this week. But I have some new buddies, I think, out in the crowd today. Can you raise your hand if you're a first-timer to VBS? I see that. Look at that. Let's give all our campers a hand. We had a lot of our children that turned 4 this year. Shh, let's do Quiet Coyote. Okay. So we have a whole group of the littles with us this year, so welcome. And for those of you who this is your first time with us, welcome. We love to have you here. And we have another first, okay? This has been, raise your hand if you think it's been a little bit of a crazy year. Oh, a little crazy, huh? Okay, but that's okay, because Jesus is in control of crazy, right? Here we go. We have a lot of friends who are joining us online. So they're watching us on TV today. Woo! But you know what, you guys, we are a church about love and saying hi to all our new friends. So on the count of 3, I want everyone to turn around and look at that wall where the railroad crossing is. So you're doing it now, very good. And we're going to say, welcome to VBS. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome to VBS. So glad to have them join us. And you know what? We have friends, all the way up in Canada. Does anybody know where that is? It's north of here. We've got Canadian friends and people all up and down California. So what a blessing that we could all do this together. So I think most of our little campers are coming in. We're going to take a moment and pray. So shh, wherever you are, let's just stop and we'll have a quiet coyote moment. Shh. And let's ask Jesus to bless this week, shall we? Okay. Heavenly Father, we come before you this morning. We thank you, Jesus, for giving us VBS, for getting to know more about you, to meet new friends, and we pray, Lord, that you would be with all of us, those of us here, and our special friends online. We ask blessings for them. We love you, and we give you all the glory, and all campers say, Amen. Oh, you guys are amazing. So good to have you here. Oh, I can't tell you. It's been quite a journey already, so be ready to have a good time. Well, like I said, I think we're going somewhere on a train trip. Now, on our train, does anybody see any old friends that might be taking a trip with us? Anybody see anybody they recognize up there? Yeah, there's Mo and Frank. They were from previous VBSs, and they said they had to come, so I put them in the window. They wanted to see everything, too. So here we go. We're going to go on. This is a steam train. Do we see the steam? This is an old-fashioned train. And a long time ago, that's how people got around if they needed to go up mountains or to carry heavy loads with them. And they would do a steam train. Now, today, we don't see steam trains. There's actually only one that's still running, and it's not even around here. Now we see electric trains or diesel fuel trains. So we have steam now. I brought something that I like. Anybody know what this is? It's a tea kettle, but Miss Michelle is only a tea drinker. So I like to have my tea in the morning, and I make it every morning in my kettle. My husband thinks I'm crazy because he says I should just use the Keurig. But you know why I like it? Because I like the whistle. How many of you like the whistle on a train? Yeah? Do you think it might sound something like this? Does that sound a little bit like a train whistle? All right, well, we're going to go and do a little bit of imagination with our groups right now. Here's the deal. Shh, so you all know what you're supposed to do. Okay, every group, I'm going to give you a steam train right now. Put it down. I'm giving you a steam train. You can fill it with whatever you want to put in it, and then decide where you want it to go. And I'm only going to give you 30 seconds. And when you hear, it's time to stop, and I'll take a couple things of what you guys have said, and we'll share those with everybody. But, so do you get the idea? I'll give you an example. Miss Michelle has a steam train. I'm going to fill my steam train with puppies. Lots and lots of puppies. That's on my bucket list for life. Lots of puppies. And we're going to actually take a train trip to Canada. So maybe we can meet our friends up there because my family's from there. So that's where we're going to go. And I can't wait to see where you guys are going to go. But on the count of 3, I want you to start talking amongst yourselves. What are you going to take on your train, and where are you going to go? And our friends at home, I want you to do the same thing, okay? You talk to your friends or your parents, whoever's there, and you come up with what you want to do on your steam train. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's have the worship team do one, too. Go ahead. Make a train. There we have it. Okay, let's see. Who do we have up in front? We have I know we have some Brave Bears over here. Brave Bears, what did you want to put in your train? Kitty cats. Okay, we've got kitties and puppies going so far. And where did you want to go? You want to go to Colorado? Awesome. Okay, let's get these rad raccoons over here. What are you going to put in your train? Toys. A true child's train. Toys. And where are you going to take all these toys? To North Carolina? Okay. And let's take a group over here. Where's those sassy squirrels? Sassy squirrels, what are you putting in your train? No, let's get one. We're going to fill it all up with rainbows. Money. Oh, I think a lot of people will be hitching on your train. Okay. But where are you? Oh, bunnies. Okay, that makes more sense for little Quinny, bunnies. And where are you going to take all these bunnies? To Colorado. I think somebody's from Colorado. Awesome. Well, to load up all that stuff and go over the mountains and through the woods, it's going to take a lot of power. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of power, sometimes I think of, those superhero movies that are out there. They can do things like jump off tall buildings. They run really fast. They're really super strong, But they also, what do? They protect people, and they save the city, and they do these things. How about if you think of somebody who's really strong, and they got big muscles? You guys have muscles? Give me your best muscle man pose. Come on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Come on. Woo! Oh, I am seeing some big muscles out there. Good job. Well, this week we are going to learn about the best power that we could ever have. Shh, quiet coyotes. God's Son, Jesus, has that power. He had the power over death. He has the power to make us well. He has the power to comfort us when we're sad and to take care of us. You remember how powerful God is? He said, "Let there be light." And there was light. He didn't have to do anything. He just said it. That's pretty powerful. Well, we are going to learn about God's amazing power this week and how it's going to help us in all different places of our lives. Are you guys ready to do that? Are you ready? Come on. Well, we have a song about how God's power is going to pull us through this week. You ready to learn a new song? I need everybody up on their feet.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
All right, ladies, remember I tell you every year, this is your aerobics for the week, okay? Get used to it. This is a good thing. All right, here we are. We are singing about God's power. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, you guys. Well, every week, what if we did do this every week? Would that be crazy or what? Every year, we have what we call our Bible point. Where's my little Bible point poster? Oh, no. Where'd he hiding? He's hiding. I think he's behind my tree. He is. Oh, this is one of our new buddies. Can anybody find this gentleman on the stage anywhere? Where, Cannon? Where did you see him? Oh, there he is. I walked right by him, didn't I? Well, his name is Ramsey, and he's a bighorn sheep. And his Bible point that he's going to help us with, and before we do this, I'm going to remember to do one thing with you. Okay, every year we have hold on to Jesus. Last year, did anybody remember at Roar we did, God is good, Jesus is good, right? Well, this year, because we have a train, we're going to act like we're pulling a train whistle. And we're going to go, trust Jesus. So we say the point, and then we're all going to go, trust Jesus. I want to see you try that. Are you ready? Trust Jesus. Now, for all of our newcomers, you're going to hear this Bible point everywhere you go today because it's going to help reinforce. And I can tell you from experience that you're going to remember this. And you're going to be trying to do something hard, and you're going to remember, but wait, I learned at VBS that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Now, there's a lot of hard things out there, and it's not just about physical things, but maybe emotional, or you're going through something hard in your family, but Jesus can help us do that. But let's say it all together again. I'm going to put this up, and don't forget, we have to do our trust Jesus. Okay, you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Good job, guys. Good job. Well, along with that, we have a point, but almost really more importantly, we have a Bible verse that we do every year. And this today, our Bible verse is from Philippians 4:13, and you will hear it throughout the day. And it is, through Jesus Christ gives me strength to do all things, right? So you will be learning that as we go along. But now, I think, do you guys want to meet Ramsey? I think he's pretty cool. He's got some neat things about him that I think we're going to learn. So I think if we all focus our eyes up here, and if you guys in the back or over here can't see, you're more than welcome. We'll give you a second. Come on down and sit on the floor if you want to, because it's a little bit hard to see the screen. But if not, you're good. Okay. All righty. Well, I think let's meet Ramsey. All right, Josh? Thanks.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough, because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Find food and keep my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Bible point, Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Well, I heard some commotion around the rail yard last night that there was a rock slide, and that could be pretty bad. So maybe we can find someone who can tell us what happened. Hey, maybe this guy can help. Excuse me, do you work here?
Do I work here? Listen, ma'am, I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I don't just work on the trains, I drive the trains. My name is Camtrack. I'm an engineer here on the railroad.
I'm Maranatha. Wow, an engineer with a name like Camtrack? You must really love trains.
Well, Maranatha, when you've been with trains as long as I have, they become a part of you.
That's pretty deep. Well, maybe you can help us. My friends and I heard something about a rock slide.
Well, then you heard right. Last night, these huge boulders rolled down the mountain and landed right on the track.
Wow, that could really cause some problems.
It sure can. And in fact, my crew and I were supposed to take an engine down the mountain this morning. But, it's a good thing that I'm here to take care of it.
You really think you're strong enough to lift a massive boulder?
I don't think. I know.
Okay, well, why don't you start on those?
Well, easy peasy. But maybe you want to stand back a little bit, in case these things go flying. Oh, give me one second. One second. I'm getting warmed up. Oh! It's too hard. It's useless.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, Cam, because today, my friends and I are learning that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. We all have to do hard things sometimes. It may be standing up to a bully, taking a hard test at school, taking care of a sick family member, or maybe even saying goodbye to a friend who moves away.
What are you doing? We've already established I'm not that strong.
None of us is strong enough to tackle all that stuff on our own, but we have a friend who is Jesus. Jesus is powerful in every way. He can handle stuff that's hard for us on the inside, too. And even though life may still seem heavy, he's always there to share the load.
Wow. I guess this Jesus guy's a good person to be friends with. Well, I better go find a way to get the rest of these boulders off the track, but maybe Jesus can give me the right ideas to know what to do.
And tell you what, as soon as my friends and I are done here, maybe I can come help.
All right. Well, bye, everyone.
Come on. Wow. I want to have the kind of strength that Miss Maranatha had. That was awesome. Woo! Well, you know what? Come to think of it, we have a song that talks about the power of Jesus. I'm going to have the worship team come on up. So everybody, you need to stand up. Let's go. We're going to learn a new song.
feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Whoa, I am feeling the power. Are you? I'm feeling the power because I'm still breathing, my word. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so are you all ready? And our friends at home, are you ready to start your journey on the Rocky Railway? Yeah? All right, well, let's give a nice big wave to our friends online because they're going to start their journey, and then we're going to go and I'll dismiss you. Okay, so everybody come, turn around. Bye, friends. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless your day at the Rocky Railway. See you later. Okay, so who is ready?
Hey guys, welcome to VBS Day 1. Welcome to Rocky Railway. We're in the Bible room today, and our Bible story is going to be in Acts chapter 9. And we're going to be briefly talking about some things that are hard to do. And we'll get to our Bible point in a minute. But here, what are some easy things to do? You know what are some easy things to do? I've been doing it since I was little. Eating. I love to eat. It comes naturally. It's something that I love to do. Chips, sandwiches. If it's between bread, I'll eat it. What are some difficult things for us to do? I've always had a hard time with basketball. Is really hard for me. Dribbling a basketball, shooting a basketball. But there are some things that are really hard that Jesus calls us to do and asks us to do. But we have to remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Nice. Trust Jesus. I can remember a time that I had to. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Ananias, what are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm hiding.
Who are you hiding from?
Everyone.
Oh, well, that's not going to work. Stand up and tell me what's going on here.
Well, hi, everyone I've never met before.
So why exactly are you hiding?
It's Saul. He's here in Damascus to arrest anyone who loves Jesus, and I love Jesus.
Oh, I guess you...
He's thrown a lot of Jesus' friends into prison, and he's here in Damascus.
So I guess you haven't heard.
Well, how about Jesus appeared to Saul? Jesus showed up, and he appeared to Saul on the road right here into this town, Damascus. And there's a bright light, okay? Let me paint the picture. Bright light shone all around. He heard Jesus' voice. He fell to the ground. And then he was blind, and he couldn't see. And so his buddies led him here to Damascus. Yeah, I heard all that.
So why are you hiding then? And why are you wearing that silly mustache?
It's a disguise. Ow! Thanks, now you've blown my cover.
Trust me, this thing wasn't working.
Oh. Well, God came to me in a vision this morning, and he told me that I should go to Straight Street. It's right down the road from Curvy Corner. It's called Straight Street. And when I got there, to ask for a man named Saul from Tarsus.
Wow!
And then I should place my hands on Saul, kind of like this, or maybe up in here.
All right.
But place my hands on
Okay.
him and pray for him so that Saul will be able to see again.
So why are you here instead of doing what God asked you to do?
Well, because when Saul is able to see, guess what he's going to see? Me!
Oh.
A Jesus-loving individual. And Saul arrests Christians and he throws them in jail, like the Rock. And he'll put them in chains, hence the chain. And I have a wooden spoon and I have no idea why.
Maybe,
But I don't want to find out why God is asking me to do such a hard thing.
That makes sense. I understand where you're coming from. Why don't you just take a deep breath? Maybe my new friends here know something that you should know. I'm just going to tell you, because it's just us in this room.
I need to hear it.
That Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Okay, but this really is a really hard thing. A super hard thing. It's a super ultra mega hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid, and I'm not sure I can do it. Have you ever had something hard to do and you just weren't sure that you could do it?
I have. And my friends have too. We were actually just talking about this, weren't we? My basketball issues. And so there are things that come easy to us, things that come hard to us. But we're going to try something very interesting, something that's hard to do. And it is hard to trust. And so we're going to have a little display to show you what trusting looks like. All right? Stay tuned.
The disguise is back.
It's easy to talk about trusting Jesus. It's easy to say we need to trust Jesus, but what does it really feel like to trust him? We're going to give you a little display of that. So Ananias, I want you to stand right here in front of the kids here, and stiff as a board, rigid as a board. And I want you to fall backwards, and I'm going to catch you. Are you scared right now?
Very scared.
Are you nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you feel about Saul?
It's exactly how I feel about Saul.
All right. Go ahead and fall back.
Hey!
All right. That's what it's like to trust Jesus. Sometimes it feels like you're just falling backwards and letting go. But you have to remember who's catching you. Jesus is strong, he's powerful, and his power helps us do hard things. Today in our story is found in Acts chapter 9. If you want to read it with your parents, it's an incredible story, such a wonderful story. So I encourage you to read it with your moms and dads and find out the rest of the story. Ananias goes to Saul's house and he prays over Saul, and like these things like fish scales come off of his eyes and he's able to see. And Saul becomes a Christian and he begins to be used by the Lord in a powerful way. So Acts chapter 9, it's going to be a hit. You're going to love it. Have a great day.
Welcome to Imagination Station. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to see what incredible things we'll discover about Jesus' power this week. We're going to have so much fun together. But before we get started, I need to ask you something. Who brought their imagination today? I was worried you might forget your imagination since this is the first day of VBS. So I was talking to my friend Ramsey. I think you met my friend Ramsey earlier, right? Well, Ramsey is a bighorn sheep, and he told me that him and his friends love living in the Rocky Mountains. The mountains are so beautiful, and the scenery is so spectacular. But Ramsey said that sometimes it's kind of hard to live in the mountains, especially in the winter when it snows. That's when Ramsey's sure-footed feet come in handy. Ramsey's feet help him do hard things, like walk on slippery, snowy mountains. Even when it snows, Ramsey knows that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. There, that's better. I think your imaginations are up and running now. And that's a good thing, because each day at Imagination Station, you'll get to be part of fun activities and experiments that help us discover more about Jesus' power. And you'll get to play with an awesome, science-y, fun gizmo every day. We'll get to our first activity in a minute. But first, I have another question for you. How long do you think it takes a baby bighorn sheep to be able to walk and climb as well as its mother? Does it take 6 weeks or 1 day? Think about that and decide on your answer. Okay, I need a loud drum roll before I reveal the answer. Make a drum roll with me. And the answer is, a baby bighorn can walk and climb as well as its mother within just 1 day. Imagine that. Let's get back on track. Grab some paper and a marker to make your own train tracks. Draw a train track from one end of the paper to the other. You can draw mountains and trees, streams if you want, and curve it through the Rocky Mountains. You can even add fun stickers if you have some. I'll give you a moment. Have fun. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. You know, sometimes we all have to do hard things, and we may not understand why. We may not be able to control what's happening. Our lives seem to be going in all different directions. Let's see what that's like. This is my off-rail roller. Go ahead and grab your off-rail roller pieces, and I'll lead you through how to put it together. To assemble your off-rail roller, first lay out all of the pieces. You should have 2 black circular pieces. One has a flat side. The other has a bump in the middle. You'll have 2 straws, a long straw and a short straw, a rubber band, and a paper clip from home. The first step is to thread the rubber band through the paper clip. This paper clip is going to act as a needle. It should look like this. Take the black piece with the bump on the outside and using the paper clip, thread the rubber band through the hole. You should have the rubber band coming out one side and a paper clip coming out the other. Grab your large straw and pull it through the rubber band. Using the paper clip, pull until the straw is flat against the outside and stays in place. Then take the other black piece, the flat circle. Use the paper clip to thread again through the hole. Push the 2 black pieces together until they snap in the middle. Then pull the paper clip and the rubber band apart. Be sure to keep one finger in the rubber band so you can thread the short straw. When you're finished, it should look just like this: a long straw on the side with a bump, and a short straw on the flat side. Now pick up your off-rail roller, holding the short side in your hand, wind the long straw. Do it several times. The more you wind it, the longer it will go. And we're off the rails. Take a few minutes and experiment with your off-rail roller. You might want to try it on some different surfaces. You could even try to keep it on your paper track. After a few minutes, you'll hear the train whistle when it's time to come back. Have fun! Take your off-rail roller and put it inside a baggie. If you happen to have a Try This at Home sticker, it will help you remember today's Bible point, that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you back again next time at Imagination Station.
Hi friends, it's Miss Stella. Welcome to KidVid. We're at VBS Day 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am putting on my Watch for God glasses because I'm going to watch and see what God is doing in these friends' lives in the videos that we're going to watch. So you watch with me, okay? All right. Our Bible point today is Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Ready? Trust Jesus. We're going to be saying trust Jesus all week, so get used to it. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Okay, in our video today, we're going to meet Dominic, where he learned to do hard things, and they were really hard, like karate classes. So I took karate, so I know how hard that is. So let's watch the video. You ready? Let's go.
My name is Dominic, and I'm almost 11 years old.
Dominic lives with his mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. He enjoys all kinds of hobbies, but one is his favorite.
I like to build things. I also like karate a lot. I love karate because I get to really express myself and I get to have fun, and I also get to build character and build physical strength.
Learning karate is hard work. Dominic practices up to 3 times a week. Plus, he practices at home with his dad.
The hardest thing about karate is definitely a lot of push-ups, leg lifts, sit-ups.
Dominic knows that he needs to trust Jesus when things get hard.
There was this board breaking thing, and I saw all the other kids break it with their palm, right here, boom. Just didn't work out for me.
Dominic failed to break the board with his hand, but he didn't give up. He continued to train, and he asked Jesus to help him.
And I said, I'm gonna break this board. It's an obstacle in my way, and let me push through it. And I broke it.
Another part of karate is taking tests to earn new belts. Each belt color represents a new level. Earning a new belt is hard.
I was very discouraged on the first day because I was afraid I wasn't going to pass, and that's what brought me down. The second day, I was feeling very, very discouraged, very, very, very sad. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to pass this, and I didn't. I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Finally got to the last day that I could possibly test, and I said, this isn't going to be like those last times. I am going to pass it. I said, you know what, Jesus can help me get through this. I'm just going to pray to him today. I am going to pass the test tomorrow. And I did.
In the Bible, in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
My 3-day test, it was really hard. And Jesus helped me through that. I was nervous for it. If you're going through hard things, I suggest that all you need to do is just trust in God and he'll help you. Pray to God and he can get you through anything. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Wow. Wasn't that an awesome story about Dominic and the karate classes? I don't think I could break a piece of wood with my hand. Ouch, that would hurt, right? Well, what is something in your life that you like to do even though doing it can be hard? That's our first question from this video. For me, it was riding a horse, getting up on the horse and looking down and going, yikes! It was like getting on a dinosaur, no joke. So for me, it was riding a horse. What is something in your life that is that you like to do even though it can be hard? Ready? Talk with your family about it, okay? Thanks for sharing, guys. I mean, you know, if we want to do something fun, sometimes we have to take that little chance, like paddleboarding, right? Okay, here's our question number 2. How did Jesus help Dominic do the hard things we saw in the video? How did Jesus help Dominic do those things, break that board, do those exercises to get his body strong and have that self-control? Take the time and talk to your family about this question, okay? Okay, right. Dominic prayed and trusted Jesus, and then he said, I'm going to do it. So he trusted Jesus, and then he did it, right? Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. So let's get our Bible. I got my Bible. And you might have one that is easier to understand. So grab your Bible, and we're going to go to Philippians 4:13. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. So let's put our name in there, okay? You might say, if your name's Billy, for Billy can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. I'm Miss Stella, so let's say it all together. Put your name in where it says I. Ready? For Stella can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. And that's Philippians 4:13. So would you pray with me, friends? God, we thank you for your great strength. When we feel weak, you make us strong. Thank you for what we learned today. In Jesus' name. And everybody said, amen. Okay, friends, we're going to see you tomorrow for day 2. Bye.
Hi, friends. Welcome back to the wrap-up for the first day of VBS, and I hope you had a wonderful journey on the Rocky Railway today. We learned some fun things, didn't we? But before we get started on looking at what we did, how about if you all stand up and let's sing a song? You ready? All right, here we go.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you, trusting in you. We're trusting in you, trusting in you.
All right, that's a great song. Remember, Jesus' power will pull us through. Now, what's he going to pull us through? Well, wait, we had a friend today that we learned about, didn't we? You know, these are the favorite part of VBS, meeting our buddies. Let's see. I think I see him. No, it's not the bird. It's not. Could it be it? I think it's him. This is Ramsey. Remember, and he's a what? A big horned sheep. Well, one thing that I learned about Ramses is that God made him with roughness on his pads of his hooves so that he could climb those rocky mountains. And that sure looks like a hard job to do. But what? Jesus pulled him through, didn't he? And that's how they escaped to get up so they don't become food for a big bear or something like that. Yeah, so Ramsey, he is trusting in Jesus. But let's say our Bible point together, shall we? What was it that he taught us? It said, Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. That's right, boys and girls. Okay, now let's see. We did do Bible point and we learned some songs, and then I think you went off to Bible story, didn't you? Well, I don't always get to go to Bible stories, but today I sneaked in and I saw the story of a man named Ananias from the book of Acts. Now, God wanted him to do something really hard, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh, I remember. He needed to go and talk to Saul. Ooh, but Saul was not a very nice man. At least that's not how people thought of him. But we're going to see something different, aren't we? But anyway, Ananias, he was a little afraid. He said, Saul is somebody who hurt the Christians. He threw them in jail. He separated families. He did mean things. But Ananias was a man of God, and he loved Jesus, and he listened to what God said, and his hope was in Jesus, and he trusted him. Yes, Ananias knew to trust Jesus. And so he went and he told Paul that God was going to send him out to the Gentiles, and he was going to take care of him. And he did it, and he did a great job. Now, you and I have hard things to do too, don't we? When we're young and we're small, sometimes when mom just asks us to make our bed, that can be a hard thing to do. Or to clean our room. Wow, wait a minute. What about the new kid at school that nobody wants to talk to? That's kind of hard, huh? But with Jesus, when we trust him, we know that his power is going to pull us through. Let's see. I remember we had a Bible verse with that, didn't we? Okay, let's see. Our Bible verse was Philippians 4:13. And you read it right along with me. It's going to be on the bottom of the screen, okay? You want to read it? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's right. That's telling us that with Jesus' strength, we can do anything in his power. All right? So, day one, I can't believe it's already come to an end, but I hope you had a great time. And this is just the beginning of our journey, because tomorrow, guess what we're going to do? We're going to have Crazy Hair Day. Are you ready for that? Crazy Hair Day. Now, here's the thing. Miss Michelle would like you to send some pictures to the number on the screen. You'll see it there. And you send me those pictures because I want to share your pictures with all of our friends that are here. Because I'm hoping you're really crazy, because we get crazy, we have fun. All right? Okay, so tomorrow's Crazy Hair Day. And guess what? I'll let you in a little ahead. The next day is going to be Neon Day, and I need you to be really bright and colorful, okay? All right, well, for today, thank you for being with us. I hope you had a great time. Now, I need all of you to go get your whistles, okay? I'm going to go get my whistle real quick. Meet you right back here in 10 seconds. Are you ready? Here I go. Oops, okay. Now, in your goodie bag, you got a train whistle, and Miss Michelle did too. Now, do you know that when you go on a train ride, that at the end of the train ride, they toot the whistle? So let's end our journey today by tooting. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There you have it. Thanks for being with us today on our train ride, and we'll see you there tomorrow, 9 a.m., first thing. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.